Yeah, okay, welcome everyone to the AMA regarding the recent partnership PAN protocol had with Desmos. Desmos is a Cosmos SDK based layer 1 blockchain, specifically designed to build decentralized social networks. I'll be your host for today, Leon. I'm a community manager at PAN protocol and I have been for the past 2 years. Next to my work at PAN, I'm an account manager at a retail company in the Netherlands. And without further ado, let me introduce the guests we have today from Desmos. We have Lorenzo and Leonardo with us. Lorenzo is the DevRel specialist, and Leonardo is the director of product for Desmos. Guys, welcome. Happy to have you here.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Nice to be here.
Super. Before we do a deep dive into the Desmos project, guys, could you briefly introduce yourselves to everyone?
Yeah, sure. I can start. So my name is Lorenzo. I'm 27 years old, and I come from a small town in Italy. And I graduated in computer science in 2019 at the University of Padua. And I did several jobs before working for Desmos, and I worked in a technical and in a marketing role too. And in 2019, I started approaching the blockchain, and I was researching and experimenting by myself. Um, at the first Cosmoverse, I met the Desmos team, and we started talking and chatting. And in early 2022, I became part of the Desmos team. So that's it for me.
Cool. And you, Leonardo?
Hi everyone, I'm Leo. I'm 28 years old and I come also from Italy. I also have a graduation in computer science, and I've started working as a blockchain engineer in late 2018 when I first joined an Italian company that was basically working with like the first versions of the Cosmos SDK. And inside Desmos, I've taken care of writing the code base, some specifications, and as well the introduction of smart contracts. 8 months ago, I started like a new role as a product management inside our company to lead the development of our new flagship product, which is basically a decentralized application built on the top of Desmos.
Cool, that sounds amazing. So how did you guys personally get involved into the Desmos network? What's the reason behind creating a decentralized social network, so to say?
So I can say that Leonardo can answer to this question because he is the OG inside the company.
Yeah, I guess.
So I was working in this company in Italy that was looking for some solutions in order to build their own blockchain. And we just bumped into the Cosmos SDK, like researching online. But it was a very early version of what we knew today and what everyone is using today. And after some times playing with it, we discovered that there was an hackathon in Berlin, the first in-person hackathon organized by the Cosmos company, the company behind Cosmos. Mm-hmm. So we joined the challenge, and we went there with our own team, and we just met everyone from the ecosystem, which at that time was very, very small. And we got to know each other, and eventually we also met the co-founders of Forbol that started talking to us about their own idea about creating this layer 1 protocol to build decentralized social networks. And the idea came from their need to be able to freely speak and without any fear of being censored by any authorities or being persecuted by governments. So we found the idea interesting and at the same time like a good task to pursue. And we got in touch with them for the next months, and eventually then we started working with them. And the reason, the main reason behind the decentralized social network was mainly a need for them to freely speak without the fear to being censored. So before being a idea, it was like a very, very field need.
Yeah, I think we can say that they grew with this need because they were born in Hong Kong, and it's really close to China. So they saw with their eyes how the situation was with the censorship, and yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think it's
decentralized social platform is really cool to have, especially if you're based in an area where everything is censored. Also, really
yeah.
cool that have been like part of Cosmos since the core beginning, seeing as the Cosmos ecosystem had grown tremendously over the last few years. So really cool to hear that you're a part of it from like very small. Yeah, since I've explained what the Desmos network is in a quick summary, could you guys give a bit more in-depth explanation regarding what the Desmos network is? What's the vision is here? I personally see Desmos as being the network as the social hub for the Cosmos ecosystem. Am I correct here?
So let's start from saying what Desmos is first, and then I will dive in the other questions. So basically, Desmos is, as I said before, a layer one blockchain to build decentralized social network. And to put it simply for our audience, it's like a set of rules, like managed by different modules, that all the application built on the top of it has to follow in order to create their own applications. So we have different modules that takes care of different aspects of any social networks, such as we have the module to create and manage your own identity, which is the profile module. We have a module that takes care of managing the contents, which is the post modules. And we have several other modules that manage, like for instance, your following or followers, the likes you put, the reports you made towards like harmful contents, and so on. About the Desmos as the social hub for the Cosmos hub, actually, that's not entirely true. We have a broader vision because we would like to introduce all the Web2 users to decentralized social networks, not only the crypto users, because it's a much huge user base than the one we are inside the Cosmos, even if the ecosystem has grown that much in the last year. But yeah, our vision is to be like the point of reference for everyone is looking for a decentralized social alternatives inside the web.
Yeah. I think we can also define Desmos as an SDK because we have more than modules. We have also some other tools, and we have a custom TypeScript library, and we have GraphQL endpoints, and we have djuno, which works as an indexer. So we have a lot of stuff, and we are working on everything to make it always simpler and better for developers to approach to Desmos. And we have also a little spoiler for 2023 for everyone interested in Desmos, because we are going to start an academy to teach to developers how to interact with Desmos easily. And yeah, we will talk maybe later.
Yeah, that's super good. Is that like a grant program, or is it just an academy in general?
Actually, we plan to do both. We have both because we in 2023 we started the Kickstart program, which aim to support all the teams working on project built on the top of Desmos, and so everyone will be able to applicate for a Kickstart, which is similar to a grant. And we call it Kickstart because we are going to support also technically the teams, not only financially. And yeah, there is a lot of things that will come out. And yeah, and then we will start also the academy, which is different and will be only to teach about Desmos, and it will be free.
Super cool. That's a really great initiative. Can you guys tell a bit about the structure within Desmos? Seeing as Forbol is the main initiative, as I see Tendermint being the main contributor of Cosmos. And for the people who are not familiar with Forbol, Forbol is one of the biggest validator hosting services for, I'd say, over 60 different blockchains. So what's the relation between Forbol and Desmos here?
Yeah, as you said, Forbol is basically the same as Tendermint was for Cosmos in the early days. So it's basically the one that kickstarted the development of the protocol and built the core team that was taking care of shipping the first stable version on the mainnet. So yeah,
The main code base, so to say.
yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah.
And could you perhaps provide more information about the team and the advisors working on Desmos Network? How's the team? How big are you guys?
Yeah, sure. Actually, in Forbol, there are around 30 people which are working on the different business. And we at Desmos Network are 4 people only following the development of the protocol. And then there is another team working for the business development. So they are working on products and marketing and this kind of stuff. And we can say that Forbol was, like as you said before, was the first contributor, and a lot of people helped to make Desmos grow and to make the code grow. We cannot thank everyone because there is too many people, but we can thank Forbol because they always were supporting Desmos from the beginning. And yeah, everyone can join our Discord server if interested on knowing what's going on with Desmos. And yeah, we love to hear feedback from developers and from people interested in our project. And we know that in 2022 we didn't a lot of marketing because we were mainly focused on developing the protocol. So things are changing, and we are going to participate to a lot of events in 2023. So we're going to show to the people who is behind Desmos and what we are going to do. Well, what is our plan for 2023? Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I always say that you first need a good layer of ground before you can start with marketing. You actually need a product to do marketing. And if you have a great product, marketing usually comes by itself as well. So yeah, thank you for the in-depth answer there. Moving forward, now that we know that what the Desmos network is on a more in-depth level, let me chime in on the recent partnership that we aligned with you guys. For everyone tuning in as not being familiar with PEM protocol, we are one of the leading Oracle providers in the cryptocurrency space, and we make sure that smart contracts securely access off-chain data information. We use a network of validators to provide data that is accurate and tamper-proof. The validators are then incentivized with our native token band, which is used to pay for data requests and reward validators for providing accurate data. We're built on the Cosmos SDK, hence the seamless integration with the Desmos network. Leonardo, perhaps can you share with us how Desmos network integrates and uses PEM protocol?
Yeah, sure. So the first one of the core modules that we released on the mainnet was the profile module. And the profile module, alongside the possibility to handle and manage your decentralized identity, gives you the possibility to links between your different blockchain wallets, as well with centralized application or centralized social networks, anything that you can think about the Web2 world. So here comes the band integration. So we make it possible to link your Desmos profile to a centralized application. How? Let's take, for example, a Twitter account. So if you want to link your Desmos profile to your Twitter account in order to prove that you are the owner of that account, what you have to do is you have to create a proof signed with your Desmos private key. And usually these steps are made by an application. You just click a button and it prepares everything for you. Whenever you have created this proof, you can tweet it in your Twitter profile, and so that the data sources from the band chain can fetch it and verify that that proof is correct. Whenever enough proofs are created, those verification are then passed to the Oracle scripts that will take care of creating the data proofs and store it inside the band chain. After this is done, we can say with enough certainty that you are the owner of both accounts, because you have signed with your private key of Desmos the content that later on you have posted inside Twitter. And this gives users a lot of benefits, because they can verify the ownership of accounts, especially if they are like well-known people. they can prevent the identity steal from a decentralized platform, and without the need to insert any private information inside the blockchain. So this gives a great feature to all the application based on Desmos actually.
Yeah, I see. That's
Yeah.
that's very cool. Very well thought as well. I think that's one of the first new Oracle solutions as well out there, like linking or verifying social accounts.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. Yeah.
We're using
Um,
that different scope than just like fetching prices for the DeFi projects. We are
Yeah.
doing it in a social way, which is very interesting.
Yeah, really cool.
It's different.
And is there a governance structure on Desmos? If so, for people listening in, how can community members participate within the Desmos ecosystem?
Yeah. Of course, there is a governance structure like every proof of stake blockchain inside the Cosmos ecosystem. And yeah, we love to make people participate inside the governance because we think that it is necessary to have feedbacks and to have opinion from people outside of the Desmos team. So everyone is able to make a new proposal or to vote the existing ones. And we love also to hear what people want. Everyone can write inside our Discord server. So, for example, if you have an idea to develop on Desmos or to integrate or for a new feature, for a new smart contract, or for everything to update on chain, you can ask inside the Discord server, and we can work on a new governance proposal. This can work for marketing too, because if someone has an idea to push the marketing of Desmos, can make a new governance proposal. We have a community pool that can be used for every good purpose related to Desmos. So everyone can interact with us, can create discussion, and can make good proposals for the development of the ecosystem. Yeah, so one step at a time, we can proceed also with the governance. Actually, we have no open proposals, I think. The last one was the chain update at the end of December.
Cool. I'll make sure that our marketing team, first and foremost, drops all your social info in the description of the video for anyone watching that's interested and can go ahead and join you guys to discuss one another. Moving forward, I think comparing traditional centralized social platforms, how does Desmos handle content moderation and ensure positive user experience? I'm thinking a lot about spam or bots or fake accounts. How do you guys handle that?
Yeah, so due to the fact that there can be a wide variety of application built on top of Desmos, and these application can be very different one to another, it is very difficult to enforce the same moderation model for everyone. So what Desmos do is that we allow people to use one of our core modules, the reports module, to just store and categorize any kind of spam content, harmful content, or any kind of bot profile or scam profile that comes out in the chain. And later on, we leave the developers the freedom to address those contents. Because, for instance, if you're publishing a mobile application and you have to stick to the term of services of Apple Store and Google Play Store, you might want to have a more in-depth moderation system than the one you can have in a web application, for instance, because you are not tied to anything. Yeah. So, for instance, in one of our applications, our mobile product that we are building right now, we are creating this system that, based on the number of reports that a post receives from like certified accounts, like from accounts that are real people, after a certain number, we blur the post. So we blur the post, and if you want to read it, you have to actually active tap it and unveil it. And that post will not be seen anymore in the main section, in the discover section, because it is addressed as an harmful content. This way, you provide a level of moderation that does not censor contents at all, but you're just like hiding them. So this is like a fair way to people that maybe are reported because they have a different idea than yours, and then the system, because the system can fail, sometimes, to still have their content inside the platform and to be able to let them see it for everyone. And anyone can just apply their own moderation based on the Desmos services they need to respect, and they can even enforce moderation to have like real moderators, or a moderator can be a smart contract that automatically slash or moderates people. There can be groups, and groups can be moderated however they want. And there are like endless possibilities. So just the structure to be as much as composable as possible. It's everyone the freedom of choose how to moderate them.
I see.
It's really modular.
Yeah. I've noticed that you guys also have your own platform token. It's called DSM. I've seen it traded on Osmosis, I think. Would you guys mind explaining how the tokenomics work of the overall token in Desmos network for everyone watching?
Yeah, sure. As in many other Cosmos SDK chains, the DSM token is used to reward the validators and stakers for securing the network, as well for the payment of transaction fees. We can definitely say that DSM is a utility token, because if we think about all the transactions that can be inside of a social network, this could be huge. So the token has a purpose. It's not only for the staking and for earning rewards. We can say something more about DSM, because talking also about the flexibility of the protocol. Each platform that will be built on the top of Desmos will be later able to introduce its custom tokenomics with smart contracts that can run a custom logic and any kind of additional layer they prefer. So, for example, if like Scripta, which is the first application that was born on the top of Desmos, in a near future, they use a DSM as a transaction fees token. And in the near future, they're going to reward the users of Scripta with DSM. So it's very flexible as a token, and they could also be able to reward users with their custom token, but they choose to use DSM right now.
That's super cool. I'm personally already hooked. I like what you guys are doing here with the new tech. Can you share some more information about your future roadmap and upcoming developments for everyone?
Yeah, sure. As I said before, there are some news for 2023. First of all, we will keep focusing on the protocol and the product related to the protocol, because also Leonardo is working for Butter, which will be the first real social network developed on the top of Desmos. And we thought of many new features to make the developer's job even easier, always easier. And we will give them more tools to obtain some high quality products. And that's what we are looking for right now. And we always need to make research to study the most useful research related to the social network industry, because it's very complex related to blockchain, and we need to learn on how to implement them. From advertising to content indexing, there is a lot of things we can improve in this 2023. So we will also start to show Desmos around the world. We plan to participate to different conferences, and the first one should be the next month in Barcelona. We will be attending. We are going to participate. The first one will be this Friday in Florence.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. So we will start traveling and bringing Desmos around because from December we have a real product working on the mainnet. So we want to show to developers the power of Desmos. And yeah, so until December 2022 we were focused on the internal development, and we almost left out the marketing and the external relations. So we will look for new developers, for new team interested on working with Desmos, with developing new platforms or integrating social features on their existing platform. And we will start also to collaborate with two universities in Italy, and we're going to bring Desmos to the software engineering classrooms. And it will be a new challenge because we're going to work also with students and with professors, and we will see some new use cases for Desmos. And everything will always be related to the social network industry. So the student will be working for new use cases within the social network industry. And we will also be setting up the new Desmos Academy. So Ricardo, which is the director of engineering of Desmos Network, will be leading the academy. Right now, he's in South America, so he has to figure out the timings and this kind of stuff. But it will happen soon. And then we have also another news because we will release the Desmos new website because the actual one is old because it's from 2021, 2022, and is not updated with the latest news. So we will release soon, I think in the first quarter, the new Desmos website with a lot of news and with the new applications that are being built on the top of Desmos, and with the new Kickstart program and with the Desmos Academy.
Super cool. A lot of things are on the way. Thanks for the really in-depth explanation. Really like that. And I think one of the few more questions I have, seeing as everything is currently mobile, are there any plans for a mobile app or a browser extension for your social media platform in the near future?
Yeah, actually, we are developing right now. We have a team, an internal Desmos team that is developing a mobile app first, which is Butter, the name you have heard before. So Butter is decentralized social networks in every aspect. It uses all the modules of Desmos to like categorize and securely store information of the users inside the blockchain and their communication, the posts, making sure that all the content they post is them and they can control it and no one else can delete it. And since everything is mobile and most of the social networks are a mobile experience first right now, we are developing the mobile application for both iOS and Android. And later on, we will also work on the web version, but it will come later whenever the mobile application is stable and the main features have been developed. But yeah, this is the plan.
First things first. Cool. And are there any plans in the near future for integrating with DeFi platforms?
No. At the moment, we have no plans to integrate with any kind of decentralized finance platform because the social network industry is pretty extensive and complex, is really big, and we are always researching within this industry. So we prefer to specialize in order to provide the best possible result inside the social networking. So you never know what's going to happen in the near future.
But that's a valid answer. Yeah, always for growing your core business. And I'm thinking out of the box here. But if you guys get widely adopted within these social ecosystems, how do you guys handle network congestion during high traffic periods? What's your plan to help increase scalability and throughput?
Okay, so when hopefully we'll have a lot of transaction inside our network, the idea the main idea is to use the horizontal scalability provided by the Cosmos SDK by default. So our idea is to use IBC to create different networks that are the same of Desmos and connect them all to share the same code in order to increase the throughput of the operations that we can handle. So this can be done like with IBC, and with the coming of interchain security, this will be even easier to do because we will only need one set of validators, and then we can spawn or replicate the same chain over and over again based on our own needs. So we can scale horizontally, and if there will be need, we will also be able to scale vertically by increasing the powers of machines. But this is our main idea for the moment.
Yeah, cool. I think we've covered up most of the questions. Could you perhaps, Lorenzo or Leonardo, tell everyone where you can join the Desmos network and where you guys share information on how to participate within the protocol?
Yeah, sure. So let me say that anyone is free to actively contribute to Desmos network through our channel, through our repositories, and I would like to invite all the listeners to join our Discord server, where anyone is free to discuss and to ask questions about the development, about the new feature, about what is going to coming next for Desmos. And we have also a Telegram channel. We have a group for Italian users only. We have a Medium page. We have all the repositories with our code. And everything is open source because we believe in the free code for everyone. Developers who want to contribute actively to the protocol can contact us, can reach us, writing also inside the Discord server. The users who want to participate to Desmos network can try the first application that was built on the top, which is Scripta Network. And it's a publishing platform, just like Medium, but built on the top of Desmos. So it's completely on blockchain. And it's still a beta version, but it's already cool. And they were like, we updated the mainnet at the end of December. And just 1 or 2 weeks later, they were live on the mainnet. So they are really early users and early developers. And so I invite everyone to try it.
Yeah, perhaps we can chime in a bit more on your first application. How's the feedbacks? Everyone, how's the user experience for the new Medium?
Okay. So I would like to say that Scripta was not developed by us, but was developed from an external team that we supported technically.
Cool.
So we are not contributing right now to the development, but I think the first feedbacks were nice. They still have to improve the UX, the UI, and there is a lot of things to work on. And but we can say that we had good feedbacks, and it's a good platform right now.
Yeah, overall happy with the first flagship product.
Yeah, and let me add that a closed beta of Butter is coming in the next month, so users will be able also to try and test it to let us understand if the UX is good enough to be released. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Before I close out, do we miss on anything? Do you guys want to perhaps chime in on anything else? I think I've covered most of the. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we covered most of the question related to Desmos.
Yeah, I think we said everything. Yeah. Also, I think we're okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna wrap it, guys. Thank you a lot for joining, both Lorenzo and Leonardo.
Thanks very much
for your time. Having the same day with me, and perhaps we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay,
we'll keep in touch.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you, Leon.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye. Bye.